Has your office space ever felt like a natural disaster area? Oi! Call out the National Guard? Oh, brother. Hi, I'm Erin Elizabeth Wells, and this is Chosen Course Insights, where we give you guidance into living with both greater productivity and purpose each day. Today, we're doing some disaster relief. If you've ever had that experience of looking around your office disaster and wondered how you were going to conquer the heap, then allow me to say help has arrived. I'm going to teach you the core organizing methodology that my team of professional organizers has been using with clients for over a decade. Even better, it works for every space. Office, kitchen, closet, car, anywhere. Ready? It's time to swab the deck. No, I mean really. SWABS is your key to creating order from the chaos. It's also an acronym to help you remember the order of the process, because tackling the steps in order will actually give you the best outcome. First, you start with S for sort. Identify the largest categories of stuff hanging around your world. Paperwork and files, business cards for others, office supplies, office tools, personal care items, mementos and decorations, books, magazines, etc. Start with a really general sort. You can get more refined later if it's necessary. If you find yourself getting lost in the weeds of sorting out all the different colors of highlighters, then take a step back. These are not the droids you're looking for. Widen your focus, move to a different area of the office, and remind yourself of what your major categories are. You might even want to put some post-it notes around your office to label each category pile. When you've sorted everything in the space, now you move on to step number 2. W is for weed. Take each of your sorted categories one at a time and give yourself a chance to decide if there are items in that category that are no longer necessary for you. Weed it out like a garden so that you can see everything more clearly. After all, do you really need 6 pairs of scissors in your office? And what about the 200 pens? Do they all even work? I would recommend that you don't start with the paperwork. Leave sorting that category until the end, once you've built up some momentum. It's really easy to get caught up with the paperwork and then lose steam for the entire process. So give yourself enough of a running start by tackling the other categories first. Once you've sorted your categories and weeded out all of the unnecessary excess, now it's time for step 3. Assign homes. At this point, I'm going to invite you to sit down at your desk and reach out all the way around you. Any space, drawer, or shelf that's within reach from your normal office chair position is prime real estate. This is the heart core of your workspace, and you want to make sure that the stuff that gets put anywhere here really deserves its prized place. It should be reserved for items that you use daily or at minimum weekly. Anything you use or reference less frequently can go further out. You could almost think of your desk like the center of a water droplet, or, if you prefer, the bullseye of a target. If anywhere within reach of your desk chair, in its normal position, is the center, then the next ring might be anywhere that you can just roll your chair over to. The ring after that is anywhere you can get up and walk to within your office space. And finally is the offsite storage, down the hall or further away. Generally, aim to keep categories of like items stored together because it makes things both easier to find and the system easier to maintain over time. This is my personal care box, which is where I store my lotion and my chapstick and my glasses cleaner. If you need help clarifying active items versus archive items, then look for the link below this video to the blog post I wrote recently on that topic. It'll help you out. I would also encourage you to leave choosing homes for the mementos and decorations until last. As my colleague and friend Monica Rickey says, it's like making a cake. Get the core functional items into place first. They're the cake. Then the decorations and mementos are like the frosting and sprinkles. Function first, pretty follows. Yeah, I know the phrase is form follows function. I just like it my way better. Okay, now for step 4. Buy or locate containers. This is the step that most people jump to first when organizing. All the pretty boxes and bins, they're so exciting. But notice that it's step 4. Doesn't it make a lot more sense that you'll have a better idea what you need for storage once you see how many categories you have, how big those collections are, and you've decided where in your office they belong? That's why you need to resist the temptation to run off and buy the pretty things. And, by the way, potentially add to the clutter of stuff until this point in the process. But once you've reached this point and you've clarified the chaos, now it's time to establish a sustainable system in which containers can help. Rather than just tossing that collection onto a shelf, a basket or a bin can keep it all contained and hidden. Also, don't underestimate the power of repurposing things you already have. Many of our clients have been buying containers willy-nilly for so long that we don't even need to go shopping again. During the sort, you might even have a category of organizing containers that you can now go shopping from. If you do go buying new things, then please, please, please take measurements and make a list before you go. There's no need to bring a bunch more things into the space that won't work for you. Finally, we've made it to step 5. Set up and label your final system. This is where we put the containers and the collections together. And I would highly encourage you to label your system. Labels help you to reinforce the decisions you've made. They give your memory a rest from having to think too hard, and they allow the system to be more sustainable over time. After all, you might have that moment of pause in putting your stapler into your personal care drawer if you have a label staring at you, pointing out the problem. Unless, of course, you've been using your stapler to hold your hem up, then maybe it's okay? Probably not. So that's the secret. Ready to swabs your office? Let's go. If you still have questions about this process or workplace organization struggles, then head on over to chosencourse.com/blog and share your questions in the comments there to continue this conversation. Collectively, our community might have answers for you. So get involved and share your voice. Did you like this video? Then I'd love for you to subscribe to our channel and share it with all of your friends via social media. And if you want even more insights into crafting a more purposeful and productive life, plus some wisdom tips that I only share via email, then make sure you head on over to chosencourse.com and sign up for email updates. Choose your rhythm and let it flow. By living each day with intention, you will always show up for life as your best self. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Erin Elizabeth Wells, and I'll see you back here next time on Chosen Course Insights.